There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog.
Not a bird, not a plane, not even a frog. Just little old me, Underdog.
There's MC and his buddy Julie, go gophers on the run. The stories of McBragg outrageous, no one could be more courageous. Underdog, 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 Underdog. Join the king in Bongo Congo, meet a cat with savoir-faire. Go watch the hunter chase the bocce, shooters on the rocks, and then there's Underdog.
One bright summer morning, a farmer went out to his fields to look at the crops. But when he got there, the field was bare.
Gone! 30 acres of wheat vanished in thin air. I can't believe it.
And all over the country, it was the same thing. Reports came pouring in.
My orchard's disappeared.
Yesterday, those fields were full of corn. Today, it's all gone.
And in television station TTV, sweet Polly Purebred, ace reporter, was broadcasting the serious news.
All over the country, fields of peas, beans, barley corn, cabbage, beets, lettuce, tomatoes are disappearing. Without this food, the world faces starvation. Something must be done. We must have Underdog's help. Where are you, Underdog?
But at that very moment, our hero was 10,000 miles away, fighting a band of giant squid which had been terrorizing the fishermen of the area. Meanwhile, sweet Polly, unable to contact Underdog, decided to do some investigating on her own and had gone to examine the fields where the crops were missing.
No fingerprints? No footprints? Not a clue of any kind.
Silence! Lights! Silence, I said! I am Mange, king of the Molemen, and you are my prisoner!
Is it you who have been stealing all the food?
Of course! We work from underneath, pulling everything down by the roots.
But why? Why?
Because we are going to starve all the people up there, and when they are weak and defenseless, we shall come up and take over, and I shall be king of all the earth. We take over at 12 noon. Nothing can stop us.
Underdog can.
Nothing can stand up to our great weapon.
Weapon?
The mole hole gun. It can make a hole in anything, even a solid rock.
I don't believe it.
See that stalagmite over there? Watch! seen enough. Your underdog won't stand a chance against the mole-hole gun. It will bore a hole right through him.
Will Underdog be able to stand up against a powerful mole-hole gun? Can anyone stop Mange and the Molemen? There's plenty of excitement ahead in our next episode.
According to the Royal Scrapbook of Bongo Congo, it was in the year 1752 that the last furious battle raged between the kingdoms of Bongo Congo and Coco Loco. In those troubled times, the king of Bongo Congo was none other than Leonard Lion, the famous colonist king. Seeing the battle turn against Bongo Congo, King Leonard feared for his country's gold and silver. Secretly, he hid the treasure and made his entry on his famous column. What well-known king hid what great treasure where? The following day, King Leonard Lion was lost in battle. It was the single clue from his column which long after battle had ceased led treasure seekers everywhere to search for the missing gold and silver. But the treasure was never found. Now, more than 200 years later, a curious scene occurred in the secret hideout of those two callous criminals, Biggie Rat and Itchy Brother.
Gee, Big, dig this crazy poem. It's titled, Ode to a Treasure. Only the words are for the birds.
Ah, looks like code. Where'd you get this book?
I lifted it out of the library, Big.
What library, bookworm?
The Royal Library, when I was just a tiny tad of a tot.
The Royal Library. And it says property of King Leonard. This may be the clue to the missing treasure of Bongo Congo. We've got to decode the ode.
How?
With the Royal Odie Decoder, that's how. We've got to get the decoder from Odie. Then we'll decode the ode, locate the hidden treasure, and be rich forever.
Sure, Big. Let's hit the roadie for Odie.
When they reached the palace, Biggie carefully explained the details of his plan.
You hide behind the bushes, see? I'll wear this disguise and get Colony to come out with me. All you have to do is smack him with this club.
Okay, Big, I dig.
I represent the Bongo Bugler newspaper. We're doing a little story on the palace. I'd like you to step outside so I can get a picture of you in front of the palace.
Of course, my good man. I shall be delighted.
Right over there, I'll make a real striking pose. That's fine. Now.
The two treacherous traitors. Gee, Big, I'm like sorry as salt. I just thought this was a better bush for bopping.
Yeah? Let me give it a try. Now, this time, no mistakes, see? I'll yell fire, and Colony will come running out of the palace. That's when you jam this bag over him. Got it?
Sure, Big. I'm not, dumb, you know.
Fire! Fire!
Another trick, eh, traitor? Run for your life, or I shall run you through. I got him, Big! I got him! Man'll Big be proud as punch when he sees what I got in the bag.
I'm taking no chances this time, see? I'll handle the job.
Yes, this time Biggie Rat made certain he captured the courageous Odie Colony. Outside the palace, Biggie waited until Odie Colony left on an errand for town. Then, quickly, the unconscious servant of the king was taken to the hideout of Biggie and Itchy.
Okay, wise guy. That ought to hold you.
Whatever plot you villains are plotting will surely turn against you.
But Odie's words did not stop the diabolical duo. With the Odie decoder, they quickly decoded the ode written by King Leonard.
I-S-L-A-N. Island. That's it. It's decoded.
Yeah. Ode to a treasure. There's nothing so great as pieces of 8 lying under an oak on its island.
So, the treasure's on Oak Island. Ha-ha! We're rich, Itch.
Yeah, man. Let's, make a dash for the cash. Yeah, we'll, sail up Bounty, Maine to find our fortune. Yo-ho-ho, what a game of rummy. Rub-a-dub-dub, pull a plug in the tub. 16 men.
Clam up and let's go. We've got some sailing to do, see?
Will these two villains find the long-lost treasure? Will Odie Colony be able to stop them? And where is King Leonardo? We'll find out in our next exciting episode, Two Beneath the Mast.
hunter, on the prowl for a desperate criminal, decided to stop for a cup of tea.
Wanted, I say wanted, kindly old grandmother for peddling hot tea. That kindly crooked face looks familiar.
Here's your hot tea, Mr. Hunter. My, what a pretty girl. Looks familiar, too.
My very word, fair lady. I say I'd know it anywhere.
Why, it's me.
Aha! Just as I thought. And everything fits, even the hot tea.
Pity sakes, what do you mean?
Come quietly now. You're the kindly crooked old grandmother, and I'm taking you in.
Sure, it's a regular flood of false arrests, and now you're not adding another.
Folderol, Flanagan. It's right here in black and white.
Sure, and look at those on me desk. The mayor, the banker, the nursemaid.
Now, don't worry, son. I'll bring them all in, or my name isn't the Hunter.
No, Hunter, it's all a mistake, but sure as me name's Flim Flanagan, someone's up to no good.
That is. Very well, fair lady, you're free.
So there.
Now, look at these close, Hunter.
Caught by my own handcuffs. That's a mean joke, son.
Someone is making posters to arrest people for a price, and I say it's the Fox.
And from a room nearby.
So they're after me, huh? Looks like this poster is just in time. Wanted, dead or alive. Suggest immediate hanging without trial. Guess that'll fix the long nose of the law. Fox Studios, your face is your fortune. Can I help you?
I want my wife arrested. Can you fix it?
My good man, her poster will be my masterpiece. In the park in 10 minutes.
Yes, it looks like Officer Flim Flanagan's job, unless he gets to the bottom of these false arrests.
Somebody got you up a tree, friend?
A keen observation, boy. I say, get me out of this tree.
Happy to oblige.
Another crooked face. Why, the woods are full of them. I'll fix this so everyone can see it.
Are you from Fox Studios?
That's the place, friend. How about shooting the little lady?
Just a picture, please, of my wife.
Oh, your wife. Splendid. Now watch the baby. That's a beauty. 50 greenbacks, thank you.
$50? Herbert.
Please, don't force more money on me. It'll be ready tomorrow at the post office.
I know that face like my own.
Hey, what's going on here?
My card, sir. I'm the Hunter.
Hunter, eh? I'm taking you in.
Now, wait a minute, son. I said, who do you think I am?
See for yourself.
Yeah, why, that's me.
Sorry, old man, but like the sign says, suggest immediate hanging without trial.
Now, just hold it a minute there, boy. While you tie a no account knot, here, I'll show you how.
That's the crook, officer. The one tied up.
And thanks to you, Hunter, we've got the Fox for all his hiding in a police uniform.
The Fox, eh? Well, boy, looks like the rope's on you. That's a joke, son, get it?
Very funny.
And look at all the evidence on him.
Okay, Flanagan, so what's wrong with a few posters?
Ask the judge, Fox. Sure, and you've done it again. How can we thank you?
Well, now, just money, son. I say a big reward is enough for me.
Officer, thank goodness that man was handy with a rope. Who is he?
Handy with the rope, you say? Why, that's the Hunter.
There, the North Woods. I must tell you of my exciting lumberjack days.
Must you really, Commander?
The North Woods Lumber Company had fallen behind with log deliveries, so they called on me. I went to work immediately. In no time, we were getting back on schedule. When...
Log jam! Log jam!
I rushed to the scene. Making sure I was alone, I whipped out 20 sticks of dynamite and lit the fuse.
Suddenly, a heavy log rolled down and caught my foot. I couldn't move. With the fuse of the dynamite growing shorter, I was doomed.
Shattering? You didn't have a chance.
Of course I did. Since my hands were free, I quickly built around myself a sturdy log cabin. The log jam was broken up completely, but my log cabin had protected me. It floated to shore. The men freed my foot, and all was well.
Commander, you really put your foot in it that time.
Quite.
In our last episode, Biggie, Rat, and Itchy Brother had located an important clue to the whereabouts of the long-lost gold of Bongo Congo. The clue is a poem in an old book from the Royal Library, a poem titled Ode to a Treasure.
We've got to decode the ode.
And that meant they must get the royal Odie decoder. Quickly, the two traders developed plans for capturing True Blue Odie Coloni, keeper of the Odie decoder. After one failure, and then another, the diabolical duo finally managed to capture Odie Coloni. With Odie safely tied up, Biggie and Itchy quickly decoded the ode.
So, the treasure's buried on Oak Island. We're rich, Itch.
So it was that Biggie and Itchy made off with a pirate ship and headed for Oak Island.
Sailing over the water, baby.
Okay, Itch, cut the singing and forget the lookout. We got nobody to worry about.
But Biggie had failed to reckon with the skill and cunning of True Blue Odie Coloni. Swiftly biting through the ropes that held him, Odie soon gained his freedom.
Now to take care of those two traitors. I must hurry and tell my king.
What's that? The lost gold of Bongo Congo? And Biggie and Itchy are on their way to get it? Why, that's the most unheard of thing I ever heard of.
But true, sire. There's not a moment to lose.
Of course, I'll hurry into my yachting clothes.
By the time King Leonardo and Odie Coloni were aboard the royal yacht, Biggie and Itchy had already reached Oak Island, and once there, quickly located the giant oak tree from which the island took its name.
Okay, Shovelhead, dig.
But gee, Big, I don't dig. Okay, Big, I dig.
Faster.
In only a few moments, Itchy Brother had uncovered the long-lost treasure of Bongo Congo. Meanwhile, what of King Leonardo and True Blue Odie Coloni?
Confound it, I can't see a thing. The trees are blocking my view.
Beg pardon, sire, but you're looking at the mast.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, let's see now. There they are. They're putting the treasure on board. Now they're hoisting the anchor. All right, Edge, haul up the anchor.
This is like simple assignment. Just twisted a wrist.
Well, they've had some trouble, but the anchor's up now. They're sailing this way.
Very well, my king. We shall be ready for them. The cannon is loaded, sire.
Good. Here they come. Ahoy there, traitors! Surrender the royal treasure or we'll blast you out of the water.
That's what you think, royal brother of mine. We have, not yet begun our flight.
The word is fight, loudmouth, not flight.
For me, the word is flight. I'm cutting out of here, Big.
Now maybe you'll get on that cannon. Hurry it up. The other way! Point the cannon the other way!
In a moment, cannonballs were flying back and forth at a furious rate. As the battle continued, it appeared that Biggie and Itchy were scoring more hits than King Leonardo and Odie Coloni.
Confound it, Odie, you're missing them. You're not aiming high enough. Here, give me the cannon.
But, Your Majesty, you're pointing it too high. Oh, no, sire. You're pointing it at our mast. Wait. Duck, sire. The mast is falling. Look, Your Majesty. Look. The traitors are pinned down by our fallen mast. Oh, you are truly a genius, my king.
Soon King Leonardo and Odie Coloni were sailing back to Bongo Congo with a long-lost treasure and two unhappy prisoners.
I'm not through yet, wise guys. I've got a plan, see?
What does Biggie Rat mean? What new danger does he have in store for King Leonardo? Will Biggie get free to put his plan into action? Don't miss the next exciting episode of The King and Odie.
Sweet Polly, captured by the Molemen, had just seen a demonstration of their powerful secret weapon, the mole hole gun.
Seen enough? Your underdog won't stand a chance against the mole hole gun. Ha! You see, the mole hole gun will bore holes in underdog as though he were cheese.
I don't believe it. Never. Nothing can stop Underdog. Oh, help, Underdog! Help! Help!
At that very moment, on the other side of the earth, Underdog was finishing off the last of the giant squid when his audio ears picked up Sweet Polly's cries for help.
When Polly's in trouble, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go!
Moving with lightning speed over the face of the earth, Underdog soon zeroed in on the field where Sweet Polly had disappeared.
She doesn't seem to be around, but her cries still come from underground.
Your hero does not answer your cry for help.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Oh, Underdog, you've come at last. The Molemen are stealing all our food. They're going to destroy us. They attack at noon.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
They've got a gun.
Ha-ha! You miserable cur! I'll blast a hole right through you!
It didn't bore a hole in him.
No, but it slowed him down. Here he comes again.
Blast a hole at his feet. He'll fall in. He's closing in.
Let loose the giant ant!
Underdog, look out!
Underdog fought valiantly, but tired as he was from fighting the mole hole gun, he soon began to weaken under the savage attack of the powerful ant, until it finally overcame him.
Oh, Underdog!
I knew he was no match for me. Mange, king of the Molemen! Take them to the caterpillar cage and have them sealed in a cocoon.
Is this the end for Polly and Underdog? Will the Molemen take over the earth? There's plenty of excitement ahead in our next episode.
Oh.